Well, recently I got a request to make the dolls some breakfast items. So I decided we'll start with some pancakes. Stay tuned and see how fun and easy these are to make. Alright, so for this project we need just a couple of clays. And actually, if you've got Fimo Vanilla, it's a really good color by itself. This is all the Fimo Vanilla color I have. So I'm going to mix, excuse me, something similar. It's not going to be exact, but it'll be a similar color. So I've got some white. And this white happens to be just Sculpey Original, which is a cheaper clay, and I find in the 18-inch doll scale it works just fine. I'm going to keep this on my table so I can get a better look at the color. I did this one yesterday to do some prototypes, and it's a little on the greener side for some reason. It might be my yellow. And what I have here is the end of a block of a Sculpey in a yellow. And this is, let me look what yellow it is. It is Lemonade. It's a cooler yellow, so it comes out a little bit greener colored for some reason. But so I'm going to mix that in. I don't want white. I want an off-white. And this I knead until it is completely mixed. But you saw the proportions. You'll have to eyeball it. You can use any white clay, or like I said, this is an ideal color, but I don't have enough. And I want to get this project done this morning before the heat starts to affect everything I do, because we are expecting record-setting temperatures the next couple of days here. And it's already hot under these lights. So you can see how fast this original Sculpey mixes, because it's pretty soft clay. So this is a really easy project. I do need to reach behind me and get something. Two somethings. I need my paper plate because we are going to form these right on the paper plate. We're going to take our clay, trying to get it mixed as well as as good as I can here with no streaks. I'm going to take a little bit. Oh, it's still got lots of streaks in it. If the lighting's off, it's because the only lights I've got on are my video lights. I don't have the ceiling light on in my office because, like I said, it's hot. Hopefully this is pretty evenly colored. Now I want to make 3/4 inch circles. You can vary the size depending on, that's close enough. So I'm going to make a couple of circles, about that size, little balls, not circles, balls. It's a little smaller, that's okay. Pancakes aren't all the same size. When you make a batch of pancakes, they're not going to be exact, and they're not going to be exactly perfectly round either. So it's okay if they're not completely round, or if they're a little off in size. It'll just make them look a little more real. So I'm going to work with 4 at a time here. Get it round. Now, you need something flat and smooth. I have lip butter from Nivea. It's on my desk, and it's a good size. And you need lots of cornstarch. This is just cornstarch from the kitchen. I keep it in a little jar with a Dollar Tree blush brush. And what we're doing is we're smushing the bejeebers out of that. I obviously did not have that mixed together, the colors mixed, but that's okay. Only the edge on the top is going to show. We are going to smush. Oh, that's better, it came off. And it'll get a little bit of texture, but not a lot, and that's okay. I'll do, like I said, I'm going to do 4 on camera, and then I'll do a few more off camera when I'm done. Whoops, that was not completely in the center, but that's okay. And you really want to push down. Oops, it's not completely even. You can see, I'll try and hold the plate up sideways. You can see how thin I've got those. And that's the idea. Now we need some clay, some chalk. So I've got my box of chalks here. I'm just going to set it. Normally I would not set this on top of my project, but I want you to be able to see what I'm doing. So I've got some yellow ochre. My normal colors that you always see me use when I'm doing like baked things. Come on, come out of the box. And one of the browns. I'll use this one today. Just want a little bit of this one, unless your dolls burnt their pancakes this morning. This out of my way. And this doesn't look as green when it's not on these camera lights. For some reason the camera lights are making this look really green today. It really isn't that green, I promise. And this is a Dollar Tree eyeshadow brush. And I'm pushing down pretty hard. I'm burnishing this chalk into the tops of these. Don't go down over the edge, because remember, the edges of a pancake, sometimes the very rim will be darker, but usually the sides are dough colored. And you really see the excuse me, see the texture that we got, which wasn't showing at all until we added the chalk. Now, not as much of the reddish brown, just some of it. And really blend it in, burnish it together. A little bit more on that one. Now, even less of the dark brown. Just a little bit. And don't swipe it over the whole pancake, just a little bit. And then go back to the yellow ochre that we started with. And that's it. I'm going to bake these at 250 degrees. You can go up as high as 275 with the Sculpey products. I like 250 for probably about 10 minutes, and when they're baked and cooled, I'll come back and we'll put some syrup on these. Alright, so these are baked off and cooled, and now I'm going to need to remove them from the paper. And they really don't look green under sunlight, they just look green under my lights I have for videotaping. Alright. And I made some more yesterday, so I'll get those two. Now, if you just want to have them plain, we can just leave them like this. By the way, you could use that same yellow clay and make a little piece of butter if the dolls want some butter on their pancakes. But now let's say you want to put some syrup on these pancakes. I'm going to make myself some room here. So, I used to actually have a translucent glass stain paint that worked perfectly, but I can't find that anymore. So I have discovered that by mixing some amber with a little bit of cocoa brown, I can get a color that looks pretty good. So let's get this done. Oops, this will work. I'm going to mix that up. The amber is just not quite dark enough, and the cocoa brown is not only too dark, but it's not a translucent color. Now you'll have to be patient. And I'm doing this on a tile so that I can pull it up again when it's all done. Just be patient. But you can put as much or as little syrup on your pancakes as you want, or just leave them plain. It's up to you how your dolls want to have them. If you want to just have it be honey, you could actually use some of this. In fact, let me finish this, and then let's do one with honey, and then when it dries you can see how that would look. There. Now, I'll let these dry, which shouldn't take too long as hot as it's getting in my house today. And when they're all dry, I'll come back and we'll take a look at how this looks. Alright, so my glass stain paint has dried, and I'm going to pop that off of the tile, but I have these beautiful little drips, and this is just one of those little paint scraper tools you get in the paint department. There. That way, that can sit on a plate and be there. Try and get this up without losing those beautiful little drips, because they're just so precious. There we go. This is the one that's just amber, and I think I like that better actually than this one. So either way, your dolls can have syrup or not on their pancakes. I hope you enjoyed this little project. Be sure and check the blog post. I'll give a little more information about the clay mixes and the gallery glass and that kind of thing. Oh, and if you use a ceramic tile, this is a ceramic floor tile, by the way, that I work on. It's a 12 by 12 tile, and the beauty of working on this, I don't know if I've mentioned this on this channel before or not, is I can just do this, run a wet wipe across this, and I'm ready for my next project. It's super easy to clean. That's one of the big reasons I use this to work on. So I hope you enjoyed this. Like I said, check the blog post. If you haven't found the Facebook page, I'd love to have you come over there, join the conversation, show me pictures of what you're making. If you need to get a hold of me, go to the blog, and you want a private conversation, the best way is probably to go to the blog, and there's a contact me button. So until next time, have fun with your dolls, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.